Hello everyone, welcome you all to this new video. So as mentioned in my previous video, as I've told you in the end of the video that I'm going to be discussing with some problems which we have not done yet or we have not seen yet. Okay, because in this subject, this is not only a theory subject. They will be asking some problems on the amplifier circuits as well. So that's why I thought to do this video. And in this notes, they have mentioned some of the example problems. So I won't be able to cover all of them. So whichever I feel that it is important, I would be covering with these separate videos. Okay, so don't worry about this notes. I'm going to be putting this notes, which is a very detailed notes, and it is well and enough. Okay, there is no much to read because all the five modules are around you, as you see here, 20 pages itself. Okay, it is sufficient for you guys. According to a VTU syllabus, all the concepts are covered here. So this notes, if you read it for the final exam or the internal point of view, it is well and good. Okay, so these notes I'm going to be putting in this video's description. Go and access it, study it. Okay, read and study it. Okay, just simply don't scroll the mobiles like scrolling the reels and study these, because please, if you have the laptop, put it in the laptop, keep it in a side, maintain one notes, try to study it on your own, see my videos, try to understand the concepts and share it as much as possible with your friends as well. Okay, yeah. So till now we have discussed around 8 to 9 videos in module 1 itself. There are few more concepts which are left. Okay, so in a few videos I'm going to be covering it. So in this video we are going to be discussing with the problems itself. Okay, not much lengthy, around 8 to 9 minutes I'm going to be taking, so quickly we can finish this video. So yeah, let us start now. So these are few example problems as mentioned. Example 10.1. So what is the voltage gain in the figure 10.2a? That is, this is that figure. The output voltage across the load resistor. Okay, so they have asked to calculate the voltage gain along with the load resistor. Okay, so this is that circuit given here. If you observe the circuit only, we could be saying it as the common emitter amplifier circuit, or else we can also be calling it as the VDB amplifier circuit. Okay, so here what are all the parameters mentioned here? There is one VCC power supplied, that is plus 10 volt. We are having one voltage source which is kept here, V in, that is 2 millivolt. R1 resistor is equal to 10 kilo ohm, R2 is 2.2 kilo ohm. This is the collector resistance 3.6 kilo ohm, and emitter resistance is equal to 1 kilo ohm. Okay, so here they have not mentioned the beta factor because they have not given the currents in terms of AC equivalent part, because this is the complete DC analysis, so there is no beta coming into the picture here, amplification factor. Again, they have not mentioned the coupling capacitance's value. With these set of values, you should be trying to find the voltage gain in DC part. Okay, so this is for VDB, and one more example they are given in terms of two supply emitter bias amplifier, TSEB amplifier. Okay, so in this what are given, they are given one VCC value, that is 9 volt, VEE, that is the second power supply, that is minus 9 volt. They have given the V in value as 5 millivolt. This is the RB, that is 10 kilo ohm. This is RC 3.6 kilo ohm. This is RE 10 kilo ohm, and this is the load resistance RL, that is equal to 2.2 kilo. Okay, so let us find now. First is the AC collector resistance is given by RC is equal to RC parallel to RL, because in one of my videos in the previous, we have discussed how to be calculating the voltage gain. Okay, in that we have got one relation, right? In order to reduce this in terms of AC, we should be replacing it by the AC collector resistance. Okay, just recall it, in the previous video I've told it. In that, RC is equal to RC parallel to RL. So in this circuit they have given both the DC components. Here we needed AC component, AC collector resistance RC, because the voltage gain is in terms of AC, right? So that's why with respect to that, we should be calculating the AC collector resistance, where they have given RC and RL here. So 3.6 kilo ohm in parallel with 10 kilo ohm. You do it, that is RC into RL divided by RC plus RL. You calculate it and you will be getting the answer around 2.65 kilo ohm. Okay, so I won't be doing the step by step procedure. I hope till now solving many problems in the all the subjects of third sem till now. I hope that this spoon feeding is not required. So that's why I'm directly telling the answers for you. So this is 2.65 kilo ohm. So in example 9.2, we calculated RE dash. Okay, I've already told you in one of my videos, RE dash is equal to 25 millivolt divided by IE, right? So with respect to that, one RE dash constant value which you need to be taking in this case, that is 22.7 ohms. Okay. So the voltage gain here is AV is equal to RC divided by RE dash. That is RC we have calculated just 2.65 kilo ohm divided by 22.7 ohm. Calculated we would be getting the voltage gain as 170. Okay. So the output voltage V out is equal to AV into V in, because we know that AV is equal to V out by V in. So if you cross multiply, you would be getting output voltage as V out is equal to AV into V in. 117 into V in, they have already given it here, that is 2 millivolt voltage source. Multiply it and you would be getting 234 millivolt. Okay. So like this problems they would be asking in the exam also. So you should be making a note of it. So next is example 10.2. What is the voltage gain in the figure 10.2b? Okay, that is the two supply emitter bias circuit. In this, they have told us to calculate the voltage gain in this figure. The output voltage across the load resistor. So voltage gain and the output voltage across the load resistor. Again, start with the AC collector resistance RC, that is equal to RC parallel to RL in DC. Okay, so here they have given RC as 3.6 kilo ohm and RL, that is the load resistance, as 2.2 kilo ohm. You do RC into RL divided by RC plus RL, substitute it, calculate, simplify it, and you'll be getting the answer as AC collector resistance is 1.37 kilo ohm. Now DC emitter current is approximately IE is equal to VE, that is 9 volt. In this case, they have given 9 volt because this is the VCC value. Okay, minus the VBE value, okay, that is zero point 0.7 volt divided by 10 kilo ohm. What is 10 kilo ohm? RE resistance. Okay, so that you substitute it here, VCC minus VBE divided by RE. Why this VE component is coming here? Why? Because I've already told you why it is coming due to the two supply parts. So that's why we should be writing both the supplies here. 9 volt minus zero point 0.7 volt divided by 10 kilo ohm. Simplify it and we would be getting the answer for DC emitter current as 0.83 milliamp. Okay. Now the AC resistance of the emitter diode. AC resistance is given by RE dash is equal to one formula we have already discussed. RE dash is equal to 25 millivolt divided by IE, right? Just now I've told you that you need to be remembering. I've already told you in one of my videos. This formula would be appearing in multiple problems wherever you solve for this amplifier circuits. That is RE dash is equal to 25 millivolt divided by IE. So this formula they have applied here to calculate the AC emitter diode resistance RE dash, that is 25 millivolt, and IE is 0.83 milliamps. Milli gets cancelled. 25 divided by 0.83, you would be getting approximately around 30 ohms. Okay. Now the voltage gain, we are having RC and RE dash. So substitute it. AV is equal to RC divided by RE dash. 1.37 kilo ohm divided by 30 ohm, and we will be getting around 45.7 as the voltage gain. And the output voltage, again we know that V out is equal to AV into V in. AV is 45.7 and V in voltage source they have mentioned it as 5 millivolt. Substitute it and we would be getting the answer as 228 millivolt. Okay. So these are the simple kind of problems which they might be asking for 6 to 7 marks. Okay. So you these problems have told you because there are high chances that they might be appearing in the exam as well. So please note these problems down, practice it, take down the circuit. The steps are given, the solution is mentioned here. Check the notes once and try to solve it, because I have not solved in the step by step form here. You see here, I've directly they have already mentioned it like this, and I've told you answer because this is simple maths. Okay, so that's why if I do that also here, it would be taking a lot of time. Okay, I should be doing that in camera then. Okay, so that would be taking a lot of time. Simply no need to waste time for you guys as well. So that's why simply I've done this. Try to understand the problems are very easy if you know the basic uh, mathematics substitutions and some formulas I've told you till now. If you remember all of them, you could be simply adapting it to these circuits and solving the problems. Okay, yeah, so that's all for this video, guys. We'll see you in the next video with one more kind of voltage amplifier circuit, that is common collector amplifier or emitter follower. Okay, so we'll see that in the next video. Thank you.